Hey everybody, I am back. I'm going to be working on this fan a little bit. I had to turn around and change the the cord on my one grinder. Yeah, I was getting pretty very fixed at once, but it's pretty well screwed now. And so I went ahead and took the one that petered out on me, and I just took the cord out of it. So I'll get some more scrap copper. There's not very much there, but throw that over there. That's kind of where I got all my copper. I left off the other day with these things, and now we're gonna end this thing. So we're gonna start. I kind of changed up my mind a little bit. Here's that piece there. I went ahead and started bending it up yesterday or day before. Wow, I don't know when it was. And I'm gonna get this put in here, right along this line, I reckon, and tack weld it in. And here's the other piece. I said that I was going to have them break that, and then I kind of got nervous and thought, you know, it being a fan, I'm going to have to try. This is one thing I'm going to have to try. This piece right here is going to have to try to make it as perfect as possible, because since it'll be spinning, it will get out of balance, and so I have to try to make it as close as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them all up, all these pieces up. I think they're like 3 inches. I'll do some measuring before I start, but and I'll cut all my pieces out. There's only 8 of them, but I'll cut all 8 3 inches out, and then this is where I'm going to put on these lines. This is where I'm going to put my holes in this piece. So I'll mark it out on here, go ahead and drill my holes, and then I still have to caulk it. You know, it can't be just flat, I think. I'm going to go ahead and bring it down a little bit. So I'll get all that cut out first, and then throw them on the scale, and whoever's the lightest, that's what I'm going to match. And then that way, when I put these in, it'll hopefully be pretty balanced. Only thing it will be is, since I'm gonna weld these in there, you know, I have to grind down each of the little weld marks, the little puddles, and it should be fairly. And if not, I'll make make something to make it so I can balance it. But that's what I'm gonna do today, guys. I'm gonna take this thing, and like I said, I started bending it around so that it can start to go. So I'm gonna put this in, and yeah, just start tack welding it in as I go. I might go ahead and mark it so I can just do it every inch, and I think I'll mark it on the outside, and like if I start in the end and mark an inch, and then an inch, an inch, an inch, an inch, then on the outside I think I'll go 2 inches and do a little one there too, so that way, you know, I can kind of keep it from wanting to suck in or whatever. Though, as you can tell, there's going to be, well, there's the little hole there. I won't be able to make it perfect, but even if it is cocked over a little bit, there should still be clearance, but I still want to try to get it as close as possible. But anyway, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and tack this up, and we're gonna go with that. And then like I said, cut this up, and I got this, all this metal here, just so you guys know, it cost me $2. So what did I say? We had $35. So it'll be 40, 45. Let's call it 50 bucks so far. Got roughly 50 bucks in it so far. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do, guys. Thanks. I'll be right back. Well, there's this part. I said I just weld it every now and then, and weld it every now and then. Some of them turned out pretty nice, and some of them look like butt, but I think it's going to hold together pretty good. And it's all pretty square. I mean, it looks pretty good, and I didn't bang on it or nothing, but there's that part, like I said. And then I started laying out the fins. You probably can't tell, there's scribe lines on it, figuring out where this all goes. And now I'm gonna drill my holes in these guys, And I'm hoping that that'll work, you know. I'm hoping anyway. But I'm going to drill some holes in here and then weigh them up. After I get them drilled out, I'm going to weigh them up. And then they all weighed within tenths of a gram to get from each other. So it's not too bad so far. But what I'm going to do is, like I said, drill these out. And then I'm going to weigh them. And I'm going to take it off this edge right here, I believe. Well, that's my thought anyway. And to get them all equal. But I'll get back to you after I get them drilled out. And yeah, there we go. Well, here's what we got out of drilling them and cutting them all off. We got, that's how off we are. We got 247, so I got to make everything 47. So I have to, you know, there's not much got to take off with any of these, but that's, I don't know if you can read it or not, you know. So there we go. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know if it really matters. This is cutting hairs here, you know, really, but whatever. It's kind of, I don't have anything else to do, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll get back after I try to get them all weighing the same. Wish me luck. Well, I got them all weighed. They all weigh 47 grams. Not that that matters, but I got them all weighed now. Now I'm going to try my hand at bending these. This ought to be pretty fun. I got this little vise. Need to make a stand for this, and not a stand, but what I thought about doing is making like a trailer hitch type thing that I could shove it in the bench or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna try my hand at bending these now. They're all pretty darn close to each other, and yeah, here we go. Well, guys, I'm done for the day. This is what we got done. Got this, got the fan put together. It's still pretty hot. Here, let me throw on a glove, and maybe I can show you. Some of them got penetrated good. I mean, you can see where everything is. So I mean, I guess it is what it is. But I got some of them really good, and they turned out the best. There's a couple cruddy spots, but for the most part, not too bad. I really can't balance it or anything. I stuck it on that thing and it seemed to be okay. I stuck it on a little drill bit deal, and it didn't seem to want to fall anywhere. But now I got to make this next piece. Here's what I'm hoping. I got enough of these cutoff wheels, but this thing will go on there like that. Okay, so there's the opening, so that's what it's going to be. But what I'm going to do is, I've got another piece of metal over there that I think will work. That I kind of save for this. I'm going to trace this back out, because see how this has a lip, right? Well, that's what I'm going to do the next thing. I'm going to trace another one out to make a lip, and then I'm just going to tack it into place, and then screw this to this. But hopefully that'll work. But here's where it is. Yeah, I can pick it up now. I don't know where the hole is. Somewhere in there. Here's where it looks like. It's an 8-inch fan, guys. That's probably the almost. I guess I didn't take a crap load of time to do it, but I just did me, so it is what it is. But you can see it pinches the hole will be, you know, in this piece out here, right there at that, be right here, and it'll suck it in, and then it pinches it off right there. I mean, I don't know where the thingy is in there to show you exactly how close, but somewhere in there. It's got about a 1/4 inch here, but I have to space it out from this back, so I'm breaking it in the middle. Whatever is in the middle. Don't know if that makes sense. It'd be about that's a 1/4, and be a 1/8 and an 1/8. You know, nice cattail, right? Anybody want to smell a butt? Neither do I, but he sure seems to think I do all the time. But drop me a comment, see what you think about that so far. And like I said, tomorrow I'll work on putting this next piece together, and then I will tell you more of the plan then. It's not like it's going to be too bad, though. I don't think it's going to be too bad at all. Yep. Anyway, I'm done for the day, guys. Love y'all, and I will catch you tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm back. Hi. This isn't tomorrow or the next day. I just been teetering over something, and I thought, you know, I gotta slow down a little bit anyway. I'm gonna use this as an example. This isn't. I'm gonna make a piece. Like I said, there's gonna be a hole right here. Okay, and then I was gonna build a box like so, and at the top of the box I was gonna have a air regulator, and then go from there over to the furnace. But I kind of got maybe a different idea, and so I'm looking for some suggestions. You're looking for there's a couple people that follow me, I know, and so I value their opinion, and here's kind of my thought. Okay, I'm going to be stuck here real shortly anyway, because what I need to find is like I don't know if they call them an arbor or what. I've seen them on little grinders, old-time grinders. They're like a little base with some bearings in it, and then a shaft with a grinding wheel on each end. And I've spotted them several times throughout the summer, and then said I couldn't remember what the heck I wanted it for. But that's what I was going to use to go through here to connect the fan, and then make a stand, and then put my motor over here or something. But I got a different idea now. I have to find, like I said, this arbor thing. And I don't have one, so I'm going to be dead in the water here shortly. But I got to thinking, what if I used, I'm not real familiar with electric engines that much. I'd imagine that should be able to be fine. But what if I used a motor that had, you know, yay big a shaft on it? I don't know how big a shaft they got, but all I need is enough to shove through here and connect the motor direct. And then, you know, make the stand on however it's got to go there. But then use a, what they call it, a rheostat type. Instead of just an on and off switch, use a rheostat, or I'm going to call it a rheostat, to make the fan go faster or slower. It would solve, one, the little shaft problem. Whether I got to make one, I'd have to buy some bearings. I'd have to make something. And I just got thinking, I could possibly use maybe like a ceiling fan motor, or I don't know if a washing machine motor would like them rheostats. I'm not real familiar with them, but I thought, heck, then all I got to do is just build a stand for the fan. It'd make it a heck of a lot simpler, in my opinion. You know, the motor go on, you know, somewhere, you know, here, maybe even right here. Well, not there, but, you know, have instead of be able to turn my switch to be able to say, I want more air, more air, more air, less air. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I know that you can use a dimmer switch for lights. That's what I'm looking for. A dimmer switch. Use a dimmer switch for a light. And just be able to turn it on or off, you know, from right here. And then have my gas, you know, say, you know, right here. I don't know. That's I still have to build, of course, this box, but instead of the flapper and so forth, I might just be able to neck it down to this, you know, 3-inch, 3.5-inch, some pipe, you know, to go over to the stove. But I think, and that's kind of what I'm going to do, is just find the motor, and heck, they got shafts on them that long, and heck, you know, that I'll still be able to build heck, that should work, I think. But anybody familiar with like a washing machine motor, or motors in general, will they all take a dimmer switch, and or would that be worthy? Because I was going to have to, depending on the RPM on the fan. This book over here, you know, teaches you more than I guess you really need to know on how the output, what you need to figure for inputs to outputs to all kinds of crap. It's a whole, that's probably 40 videos just in that there alone. But that's my question for you guys. Would just a plain motor tied on to a light switch, dimmer switch, I mean, hopefully that would work, because that'd save me whatever money here would buy the light switch. And, you know, possibly, like I said, I could find a ceiling fan motor or a wash machine motor, or give me a suggestion on that. Or if you think that'd work to eliminate this, to use a dial. I mean, I could put it probably anywhere, but to put a switch on there to speed it up or down and so forth. Drop a comment if you would, and tell me what you think. And that'll be it for till I get the refractory stuff, the other stuff. Sorry guys, I won't be able to finish. Well, I guess I could show this stuff in the box that I build, because I was going to make the box a 2-piece box anyway, so it'd be a box that goes onto here, and then a little box with my on-off, so I could just build it to there. So maybe one more video, maybe. But let me know on that, and I appreciate the comment or the suggestions, or just need your input. And I'll catch you guys when I can catch you guys next. Love y'all, and see you on the flip side.